Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, there you have it, 3 legendaries for a faction. Our newest legendary unit is Commander Farsight, hero and trader of the Tau Empire, coming to you in the Philosophies of War event, with the first of 3 installments happening around Christmas 2025. Before we dive into things, please consider subscribing to my channel and watching the video in its entirety, since that is what ye olde YouTube has deemed important. Also, I have my refer a friend code on the screen. Using it really helps me out. I'm offering my subscribers the chance to test your rosters in advance and let you know how they fare against the enemies. Since this will be Farsight's first event, I thought I would go into a bit of detail on the restrictions. Honestly, there are some new ones that I think are going to leave people guessing. And in addition, we face 2 new factions we've yet to face in legendary events, the Admechs and the Tau Empire. Unlike in previous events, there's a lot of possibilities for overlap and token saving, so I thought I'd go over them with you all to give you some inspiration. If you've already gone over the event and just want to know what to do, skip ahead towards the end. Let's check out the tracks and see what we have in store. The Alpha track is against Admechs with no Imperials and has the following restrictions: min 5 hits, no Terminator armor, power, flame, and eviscerate. I'm going to largely ignore the no Terminator restriction since you can bring whomever you want. Min 5 hits and power is a good one with Lucius, Mogan Ra, Onshi, and Folk. Besides Lucius, I don't think any of them are particularly great Horde characters, but a fair few of you will have some or all of them leveled, and with Folk's announced rework, you might even have him leveled too. Min 5 hits and eviscerate would let you bring the Pattermine, Sheeran, and Lucius. I don't think this is a dream team by any means, but at least it's an opportunity for efficient tokenomics. Now if we look at min 5 hits and no Terminator, we have a power couple in Ravos and Aleph Null. We also have Winged Prime and some current or former raid characters, so this combo does have potential. There are other restriction combos in Alpha, but I think those are the ones with the most potential. The Beta track has you face off against the Tau without Xenos, kind of fitting given the event character. The restrictions here are max 2 hits, Bolter, All Imperial Guard / Astra Militarum, Resilient, and Piercing. Is it just me, or do you think also that the all IG restriction is a bit of a middle finger to the player base? There's a reason no one has them built. Max 2 hits and Bolter lets us bring Calgar and Roswitha along with Yarick, Tirith, Certus, and Azrael. Given that old school multi-hitters would have Calgar built, and Neurocomps might have Roswitha built, I think this is a good place to save some tokens. If you have Yarick built a bit so his summons help, and if you have Tirith built after her release, I actually think this is a combo that could go further than most people realize. Max 2 hits and IG lets you bring Sybil, Creed, and Yarick. The summons from Creed and Yarick will help, but I just don't see many people having these units built very high. Are you one of them? Let me know in the comments below. Max 2 hits and Resilient is also a combination that might work better than you'd think. You can bring Tirith, who I think is going to be great in Horde mode, so I'm really hoping someone suggests a good comp with her in it. And you can also bring some other good but not great Horde characters like Typhus, or the summoners Carodius and Yarick. Esoth might also be worth mentioning as a poor man's Tyrant Guard. Bolter and Resilient is a combo that I think is potentially a trap. On paper you have good Horde characters like Abaddon, if you have his Relic, Tirith, and Lucian, but they'll have 0 staying power. You can bring your Super Juice Triumph with you and have him at the Vanguard to take most of the hits, then he can heal himself with his active late in the waves. Resilient and Piercing is one that I think a lot of vets are going to be interested in because it combines 3 of the best raid characters in the game in the forms of Carrion, Tryon, and Abaddon. If you can have Tryon tank and then Abaddon and Carrion come in to clean up waves, you might just have enough staying power to work your way through, though I think a big part of this team is going to depend on just how tough the Tau are to fight. On to the final track, Gamma, which sees you fighting the Orcs without your Chaos Heroes and without your Orcs. On a related note, because of this, Snot is the second lowest scoring character in Farsight's event, which is a shame because Snowprint has sidelined one of the best Horde characters in the game. However, he is still better than Chark. Anyways, the restrictions you'll face are no physical, which I'm largely going to ignore since you can probably combine it with any other restriction, all ranged damage dealers, blast, max 1 hit, and flying. Ranged and blast allow you to bring Thad, Burchard, Isaac, Lucian, Morvenval, and Shadowsun, though I'm excluding the last 2 because they're not great in Horde mode and they're both legendaries and one is unfarmable. Not exactly the most inspiring crew of Motley Fools, but a gold 1 Burchard, Isaac, and Lucian could potentially see you somewhere between 6 and 8, especially if you can pump up Isaac's active to get some spawns out. Range to max 1 hit has a lot of raid characters in it, including Neurothrope, Vitruvius, Shosil, and the Horde powerhouse Tangita. Tangita is known for going through a legendary event solo, so coupling him with a healer like Vitruvius, you might be able to make it further than you would with a full team of 5. Ranged and flying is actually interesting to me because you have raid characters in Actus and Neurothrope, you have Ravus, and you also have the event character Farsight, who with his relic might become an amazing LRE character. We're not going to mention Tutmos or Shadow Sun, by the way. Now, you don't have the self-healing of Aleph Null, and Actus can't heal Neuro, but lots of people will already have them built, and I think they might have some promise, especially since Actus healing Ravus will let you attack twice with her every turn. And if Farsight is there to buff Ravus and self-heal, I see this restriction combo going further than most. Max 1 hit and flying is another track that shows potential but could be a trap. You can bring Nero, Matineo, and the Parasite of Mortrex. If you can get Matineo summoning every turn to soak up damage and the Parasite killing every turn to bring in Ripper Swarms, you'll have a bit of staying power, but I still don't think you're going to get very far. Okay, so that was all the interesting combos I could find. Once the patch drops, we can have the planner updated so you can plot out your teams. Once you have yours, please pick one team and tell me the characters, their ranks, rarities, and ability levels. Also, please tell me which track. I intend to pick up to 5 teams on Friday, November 28th, 2025, and I will start reporting back soon after that. With that, good luck, happy planning, and I'll see you in about a week.